Light them up.
Light 'em
up hard.
Ask George to turn on the hot teepees.
The hop
Figure
teepee.
if
The
I
hop
ask 5
teepees.
people, it'll get done.
I think you delegate well.
How about them hop teepees?
That's all I do.
That's why people come here, really. Because around
the
7:30
hop
we turn on the
teepees?
hop
My wife says,
teepee.
can we move that bookcase like on a Sunday?
We have a
And I'll
little
go,
powwow.
No, my payroll's too high. The guys will be here on Monday. They'll do it. She hates that.
I think that's pretty smart.
I think it's good.
That is
Are you
good.
scared?
Cue
I
the
had
hop
somebody on
teepees.
payroll.
Cue the hop teepees.
That's Abigail.
We've got a large dog in front of us, the cutest dog,
Oh.
Abigail.
And
We
don't
named her
forget
after Abigail Adams.
Fuggles. Fuggles.
Fuggles.
It's like a
Fuggles is
teddy
named
bear.
after the hops we use in the stout.
Abigail is not
No.
Not what?
named
after the hops.
And Millie
Abigail Adams.
Millie is just Millie.
Obviously.
That's her name. It's boring, huh?
John Adams' wife.
It's not as cool.
She was a Civil War hero.
I know.
You could say milliliter.
Milliliters.
Holy.
That's not what she's Mildred.
Oh, excuse
So do you guys have a real job, or is this what you do?
Oh, no, yeah, this sustains us. Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Must
like
be fun.
Sure.
like beer sustains us.
There you go.
Yeah. No,
Sustains our
currently
vitality.
this is a, we're in the red as far as this production goes.
If you'd like to sponsor us,
Wait till you
we're
get Funky
open
Bow
to-
out there.
Yeah, they,
It's not
the
like being in the black.
sponsors.
Like,
well, that's
that's
the
how the-
opposite of
That's
being
the opposite
in
of
the
red.
So do you know anything
about.
else about us?
No, but could you
Anything-
tell us more?
Yeah,
now we've turned over to an accounting class.
Anything we should know about?
we have,
See the hot look?
Look at the
hop
hop
teepees. You gotta
teepees.
describe them.
Will. Okay, the center one is red. Actually, it's red and green. And red and green. And now it's red and blue. And red and blue. And now it's red and green.
And this is not drug
mean they
induced. This
changed
No,
is
this is
real.
not. They are changing
Oh.
It will be soon.
colors. Yes, no, this is not drug induced. This is hot
Although
magic.
it might sound
This
like
is-
it.
I may sound drunk.
The
No,
I'm
not you, the
hot
whole
teepees?
podcast.
Oh,
You
it
say
could be.
hot teepees or
Oh,
hop
it
teepees?
could be.
Pop.
Hot.
they're your teepees. I don't know what.
Those look like
Well
hops.
done.
The vaporizer.
The packs too.
Okay.
That will make your hop teepee experience just a
prescribed.
little better.
Got it.
You guys
It
okay?
heightens
Oh,
the
I'm
awareness.
good. We're good. We're happy.
All right, let's move
Your
on to our
beer's
last
delicious.
round.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Move
Fun,
on to the last
fun
round.
fact.
Why does it always have to end?
Fun
It
fact.
doesn't have to.
Way back, hunter-gatherers used to smoke weed before they'd hunt because it made them hungry. So they'd hunt harder.
Where do you get this
Oh.
shit?
What? It
You
was-
know, that makes sense. You need
and it
the
heightens your
munchies.
awareness.
It makes
And
the
you
blues
got the munchies.
bluer.
Sure it does.
It makes the reds redder.
They didn't just get
Sure.
lazy
the
and like
greens
eat
greener.
berries.
But does it make the snozberries taste like snozberries?
Well, you can't. You, see,
Is
you
a
don't really know
snozberry
what a
like a
snozberry.
gooseberry?
No
Very
one knows
similar.
what a snozberry is.
I
so
never
how do you
heard
know
of
what
a
it tastes
Is that like a
Snozberry.
noseberry?
Snozberry.
Snotberries.
No, snod.
Oh.
Snod.
No, it's with some Z's, I think. Snoz.
Snozberry?
Snozberry.
Yeah, it's from
Snozberry.
Willis.
S-N-O-Z.
Is that an edible berry?
I don't really know.
Well, if you're eating it, it should be.
Willy
I'll
Wonka
Google
ate it.
Just a minute.
Yeah, Google.
Snozberries.
GTS. Google that.
So we have a We have a
Oh, good news.
podcast teepee.
So what's the
That
last round? What's the last round? This ought to be
You gonna
good.
talk
You're
about
in
the
it. Let's
festivals
go.
coming out?
we will do that right after this. How does that sound?
Right after
Do
the
what?
break.
Right after the fourth
Do
round.
what? What are we
Is
gonna
this
do?
sponsored?
By
Not-
Brought to you
Yeah. Would you like to
Funky
sponsor
Bow.
What
us?
are we
Funky Bow,
doing
brought to you
after
by-
this round?
Sponsor.
by State of Maine.
he wants to tell us about your festivals.
Ooh.
Right after the break.
Right after the round. And there's motorcycles.
Oh, you got to
Right.
describe this.
Okay, so
would
there's a
you
man in a
describe
leather
this?
vest, and he has tattoos covering his face, his entire body.
That's not true, folks. She's lying.
That's a woman.
It's not
You
a
never
woman.
know.
It is a man.
How do you
It's-
know that?
I don't know what
Okay,
he's
yeah.
what he's riding.
He had
What kind of
womanly
And
motorcycle?
legs.
that's not a vest, that's a
Womanly
jacket.
He has some very nice legs.
Very
Whoa,
defined.
here we go.
What's he driving? Riding.
Very nice legs. Did I just hear that?
From
Jen's
yourself.
single.
I didn't say that.
You
Just
said
think-
that.
No, I didn't. I said he had womanly legs.
Oh.
But he said they had, so he was
Defined.
All right, so let's get to the last round.
Okay.
Our
let's
last
go.
round is called Three Sheets to the Wind. 3 random questions.
Really? This whole podcast has been random. question.
know.
You guys are
It's
so
the win.
structured. That's what we love about you.
We do love structured
We've been
things.
following your
We love
structure,
teepees.
actually.
We have a lot of teepees up here.
Generally speaking, we do have some structure. You guys just came in with your clean guns
Funkiness.
and just kind of
No, I told her that a clean gun is an accurate gun.
just blew this
What now?
right apart.
A
clean
clean gun, is an accurate gun.
Well, now we
Know your target and beyond. Remember what Rocky said?
No.
Doc, it's only a scratch. I'll be back just as soon as I am able.
That's
Right?
yeah.
Am
I
I
don't
right
know.
or am
I think
right?
later on in the album they were talking about happiness is a warm gun.
That's true.
That is true.
It is
You're
true.
too young for that.
I think maybe.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Jesus, I don't do that.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 65.
It's
No.
like, it's like that.
And I
I'm
don't do that. And only
73.
once have I ever asked a woman when she was expecting.
Oh,
Was she really
She says,
expecting?
expecting what? And I said, the bus.
The bus.
I caught on immediately.
Oh, good thing.
So when do we
because-
start recording?
Are we recording? Or is this just practice?
So we're starting now?
We're gonna start the fourth round
Do we
right
need,
now.
you need 10 minutes?
So, random questions.
All right, you ready? They're not really truly random. They just have nothing to do with beer.
You know what you're going to ask.
Are you serious?
Serious.
Are you
Get
picking
ready.
out of a hat?
No. If you listen to any of our shows, you know what they are.
I
never
just found
heard
out
of
about you guys.
She doesn't know who the heck we are.
I said
Are you like Brew
You
TV?
called me and I was and I got,
No, we're
Did
not on
not
TV.
answer.
No.
No,
Have
but
you
I-
heard of
I know-
Brew TV?
Yes.
They did a show on us.
I
Oh,
was
they did?
drunk.
Okay.
You didn't see it on YouTube?
I tripped.
No, but
I was
I'll go
trying
home
to
and
call
watch
you. I
it.
tripped.
Abraham,
What?
remember when Brew TV was here?
Yeah.
And we shot in the brewery and we're heading over to the greenhouses. It was dead of winter. So they go ahead of us and they set up and we're getting there and they're from here halfway to the stage. And they
and the
say,
stage is
okay.
about how far away?
Oh, I'm going to say 30 feet, 40 feet. And so they say, we're ready. And so Matt, what's his name, Dalma?
Delameter.
Delameter.
Yeah.
He's my buddy.
He goes,
Delameter.
okay, we're ready. And so I look at Abraham and I go, and we turn around and we dropped our drawers.
We did.
You can find it on YouTube.
And our pale white winter asses.
And he goes, this is beautiful, run it!
No swearing.
I'm sure he did. I am sure he did.
Yeah,
What
I
the-
actually went to high school and college with Matt Delameter, and it's local Brew TV, and yeah, they're good buddies.
He was the only guy that gave us, what do they do, 5? They scored beers 5.
Yeah.
He gave us a 4.5. He was the only one.
No, the other guys gave us. No, what was it? What is the random question of the day?
I would like to ask
Go
three
ahead.
of them.
Anything. Anything you want.
First one is, what was your favorite cartoon as a child?
Oh, Doug Funny, I think.
Doug. Yeah.
Did you know they're trying to bring that back?
So Skeeter. Skeeter was my favorite. You know?
Doug
Doug Funny. No one knows what that
I
is
do.
because I was a dork and watched that. No one else watched it.
Haley Campbell from Rising Tide, and I know.
Doug
also-
Funny too?
Yeah.
Really?
Help! Help, Mr. Wizard! Help! Drizzle, drazzle, drazzle, drome. Time for this one to come home.
I don't know. What
Oh,
that
an
was.
underdog.
What is that?
Oh, I loved Underdog.
Underdog. I did
No,
like Underdog.
no, that was, remember Bullwinkle?
Yeah.
It was on that Mr. Wizard. And he used to take Tudor, the little guy, and send him off in adventures. And Tudor would get himself in
Millie.
trouble. And he'd go, help, Mr. Wizard, help, help! And he would go, drizzle, drazzle, drazzle, drone. Time for this one to come home. And he'd save his ass. But Gumby was my favorite.
Save his ass. What the
moral of the story is
heck?
he would
What the fudge? Fudge.
What
Say
the
fudge.
funky bow?
What
You can
the
edit
funky
that.
bow?
Funky Bow.
Bleep- can you bleep it?
WTFB.
I will now learn how to bleep things. Yep.
How do what?
Oh, you can actually edit the swears out?
Oh yeah, I
And
can.
replace
kinda-
them with cookie and fudge?
It would be me saying cookie and fudge because you're not going to be there to voice over.
Jesus,
Fudge.
cheese and rice. So I had this music teacher that used to say, if you forgot the lyrics, like we'd all stand there. Remember Mr. McClellan?
Yeah.
If you forgot the lyrics, just mouth peas and carrots.
Yeah.
So I'd just sit there, and I looked like I was singing, but I forgot everything.
My fiddle teacher used to say, if you forget your part, just air bow.
Oh, what if you all air bow?
Then we all forgot.
Then
They
they
were all
find out
peas and
that we're lip
carroting.
syncing.
There'd be no sound.
So that
Cheese
was
and
a
rice.
nice random question.
Are
Do you have another?
What's the
I
next
do.
one?
I have 3 of them total. So the second one is
Fruit of the Loom.
I go commando.
That wasn't even our question, but thank you.
And a little Calvin Klein.
Through the loom and commando.
okay. And what song do you have stuck in your head right now?
Ooh, Walking the Line.
Interesting.
Johnny Cash?
You are.
Sean Hayes. Oh, Bob Dylan.
It's the song that is playing right now behind us.
Oh.
What?
Right?
Hey-ho.
Is that what?
No.
Oh, I thought he said that. So walking
Yeah.
the line.
Walking the line, you know. I got a heavy, heavy mind. I got a heavy, heavy gal. And I'm
Have you
walking
heard
the
of
line.
that song?
No.
Walking
You ever
the
heard
line.
of John Prine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine is, don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. I just as soon you cut me up and pass me all around.
That's not morbid at all.
No.
My buddy wants to be crematized.
Cremated?
Cremated.
Yeah.
Crematized.
He would
And
like
he
to
wants-
be
he
made
wants
in-
us
That was
to
a good
smoke 'em.
question.
He wants you to smoke
Put him in the weed.
Wow.
And then each of us will have inhaled a piece of his body.
Wow.
See, that's morbid.
Yes.
I ain't smoking that.
He will then become one with our soul.
That's Indian shit. Or is that Native American?
They used to smoke on each other.
Indian, I guess, would be from India.
Right.
Native American is...
Yeah.
And don't
Natives
try smoking oregano. It's
from
not
America.
the same
We are
thing.
the
I tried
original
that.
terrorists, you know. Right?
Well, it's true.
What about those Brits?
We ruined.
So, I can't wait to hear the
How
next
about a
one.
non-random question?
My favorite color is blue.
Mine's purple.
Mine's orange.
Seriously?
And I do like hot fudge sundaes,
oh, I
but
love
with no cherry
No
because the
cherry.
red
Oh, I
number
hate
5
those
gives
cherries.
you cancer.
No, it's up to 7 now.
What about
Oh,
nuts?
it's 7 now. Okay.
Well, this actually is a good segue into our final question, which is, what is the best thing that you had to eat this week?
Funky Bow Pizza.
Yep. Yep. And
Lobster roll.
mung
at the
bean
lobster
salad.
company.
You have to be careful of those mung beans.
Those damn monkeys. You know what it is? It's they're so big and they got that hook on them. And they latch on.
To the small intestines.
They do.
So
They
that's
just
why you have
won't
to do a
go.
lemon.
They
You
itch
have-
inside. They
doing?
get itchy.
But
Oh, the
petting
dog.
He thinks I'm hitting on him. I'm petting the
I
dog.
should
He thought
get
I was
closer
hugging
and closer.
him. He reacted. He
I'm
turned
glad you didn't ask me that
so
question. Someone asked me
quickly.
once,
I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good
how
once
late
as
as a
I
child
ever
did you
was.
breastfeed?
Right?
Because they were wondering
Right.
if
Is that
I
how the song
breastfed
goes?
too
Sure.
late or got detached too early. It was a psychology question.
Yeah. What did you answer?
I said, I don't know when I stopped breastfeeding. I can't remember.
Have you ever had chicken milk?
No, I have not because I'm not a.
milk.
Chicken milk.
I'm not a. Chicken.
We use it in our milk stout.
Yeah, chicken milk. It's great. They don't have teats, so you have to squeeze
I
the
noticed.
gland.
Yeah, it's squeezed out, and you don't get a lot.
You get drips. Actually, there's.
It's very concentrated.
It's not a full stream.
This is oh, there was a high five.
There's actually a guy in Pennsylvania who breeds these chickens, and he won't let anyone near them because they're one of a kind.
It's sort of like Citra hops. It's very proprietized.
Yeah.
The Josh Bernstein.
Yes, he wrote a book.
He
wrote
was up here 2 weekends
He
ago
loved
doing
us.
an article about us for Draft Magazine.
Oh.
And last Friday, they sent their photographer from Colorado. So you'll find us in March.
In March?
Matt!
Match. Yes, sir. All right. course.
Normally, we follow that question up just with what beer did you pair with it. I would like to know what beer would go well with a mung bean salad.
Yeah.
Lemon juice enemas.
That sounds like
lemon
the most
juice enema ale.
best beer ever.
No, I
I'd
don't
say the
eat
pale.
mung beans much anymore in my life because
I'd say
I
Too many
now
enemas?
know through experience how they get all hung out.
a crisp, cold